and once within the room she shut the doors behind her with a crash. "Laius!" she cried, and called her husband dead. Long, long ago her thought was of that child by him begot, the son by whom the sire was murdered, and the mother left to breed, with her own seed, a monstrous progeny. Then she bewailed the marriage bed, whereon, poor wretch, she had conceived a double brood, husband by husband, children by her child. What happened after that I cannot tell, nor how the end befell, for with a shriek burst on us Oedipus. All eyes were fixed on Oedipus, as up and down he strode, nor could we mark her agony to the end. For stalking to and fro, "A sword!" he cried. "Where is the wife, no wife, the teeming womb that bore a double harvest, me and mine?" And in his frenzy some supernal power, nor mortal surely none of us who watched him, guided his footsteps. With a terrible shriek, as though one beckoned him, he crashed against the folding doors, and from their staples forced the wrenched bolts, and hurled himself within. Then we beheld the woman hanging there, a running noose entwined about her neck. But when he saw her, with a maddened roar he loosed the cord, and when her wretched corpse lay stretched on earth, what followed? Oh, 'twas dread! He tore the golden brooches that upheld her queenly robes, upraised them high, and smote full on his eyeballs, uttering words like this: "No more shall ye behold the sights of woe, deeds I have suffered and myself have wrought. Henceforward quenched in darkness shall ye see, those ye should ne'er have seen, now blind to those, whom, when I saw, I vainly yearned to know." Such was the burden of his moan, whereto, not once but oft, he struck with his hand uplift his eyes, and at each stroke the ensanguined orbs bedewed his beard, not oozing drop by drop, but one black gory downpour, thick as hail. Such evils, issuing from the double source, have whelmed them both, confounding man and wife. Till now the storied fortune of this house was fortunate indeed, but from this day, woe, lamentation, ruin, death, disgrace, all ills that can be named, all are theirs.
But hath he still no respite from his pain?
He cries, "Unbar the doors, and let all Thebes behold the slayer of his sire, his mother's—" that shameful word my lips may not repeat. He vows to fly self-banished from the land, nor stay to bring upon his house the curse himself had uttered. But he has no strength, nor one to guide him, and his tortures more than man can suffer, as yourselves will see. For lo, the palace portals are unbarred, and soon ye shall behold a sight so sad that he who must abhorred would pity it."
Enter Oedipus, blinded.
Woeful sight! More woeful none these sad eyes have looked upon. Whence this madness? None can tell who did cast on me his spell, prowling all thy life around, leaping with the demon bound. Hapless wretch! How can I brook on thy misery to look? Though to gaze on thee I yearn, much to question, much to learn. Horror-struck away I turn.
Ah me! Ah, woe is me! Ah, whither am I borne? How like a ghost forlorn my voice flits from me on the air. On the demon goads. The end. Ah, where?
An end too dread to tell, too dark to see.
Dark, dark. The horror of darkness, like a shroud, wraps me, and bears me on through mist and cloud. Ah me! Ah me! What spasms athwart me shoot! What pangs of agonizing memory!
No marvel, if in such a plight thou feel'st the double weight of past and present woes.
Ah, friend! Still loyal, constant, still and kind, thou carest for the blind. I know thee near, and though bereft of eyes, thy voice I recognise.
O doer of dread deeds, how couldst thou mar thy vision thus? What demon goaded thee?
Apollo, friend, Apollo. He it was that brought these ills to pass. But the right hand that dealt the blow was mine, none other. How could I longer see, when sight brought no delight?
Alas, 'tis as thou say'st.
Say, friends, can any look or voice, or touch of love henceforth my heart rejoice? Haste, friends, no fond delay, take the twice cursed away, far from all ken, the man abhorred of gods, accursed of men.
Oh, thy despair well suits thy desperate case. Would I had never looked upon thy face!
My curse on him, who ere unrived the waif's fell fetters, and my life revived. He meant me well, yet had he left me there, he had saved my friends and me a world of care.
I too had wished it so.
Then had I never come to shed my father's blood, nor climbed my mother's bed, the monstrous offspring of a womb defiled, co-mate of him who gendered me and child. Was ever man before afflicted thus, like Oedipus?
I cannot say that thou hast counselled well, for thou wert better dead than living blind.
What's done was well done. Thou canst never shake my firm belief. A truce to argument. For had I sight, I know not with what eyes I could have met my father in the shades, or my poor mother, since against the twain I sinned, a sin no gallows could atone. Ay, but ye say the sight of children joys a parent's eyes. What! Born as mine were born? No, such sight could never bring me joy. Nor this fair city, with its battlements, its temples, and the statues of its gods, sights from which I, now wretchedest of all, once ranked the foremost Theban in all Thebes, by my own sentence am cut off, condemned by my own proclamation, gainst the wretch, the miscreant, by heaven itself declared unclean, and of the race of Laius, thus branded as a felon by myself. How had I dared to look you in the face? Nay, had I known a way to choke the springs of hearing, I had never shrunk to make a dungeon of this miserable frame, cut off from sight and hearing. For 'tis bliss to bide in regions sorrow cannot reach. Why didst thou harbour me, Cytheron? Why didst thou not take and slay me? Then I never had shown to men the secret of my birth. O Polybius, O Corinth, O my home, home of my ancestors, so wast thou called! How fair a nursling then I seemed! How foul the canker that lay festering in the bud! Now is the blight revealed of root and fruit. Ye triple high roads, and thou hidden glen, coppice, and pass where meet the three branched ways, ye drank my blood, the life blood these hands spilt, my father's. Do ye call to mind, perchance, those deeds of mine ye witnessed, and the work I wrought thereafter when I came to Thebes? O fatal wedlock! Thou didst give me birth, and having borne me, sowed against my seed, mingling the blood of fathers, brothers, children, brides, wives, and mothers, an incestuous brood. All horrors that are wrought beneath the sun, horrors so foul, to name them were unmeet. Oh, I adjure you, hide me anywhere, far from this land, or slay me straight, or cast me down to the depths of oceans out of sight. Come hither, deign to touch an abject wretch. Draw near, and fear not. I myself must bear the load of guilt that none but I can share.
Enter Creon.
Lo, here is Creon, the one man to grant thy prayer by action or advice, for he is left the state's sole guardian in thy stead.
Ah me, what words to accost him can I find? What cause has he to trust me? In the past I have been proved his rancorous enemy.
Not in derision, Oedipus, I come, nor to upbraid thee with thy past misdeeds.
2 bystanders.
But shame upon you! If ye feel no sense of human decencies, at least revere the sun whose light beholds and nurtures all. Leave not thus nakedly for all to gaze at, a horror neither earth nor rain from heaven nor light will suffer. Lead him straight within, for it is seemly that a kinsman's woes be heard by kin